12 asks us to find the derivative of this function, and so I just use whatever rules I need. So you could use a quotient rule on this and this both, but this one's probably easier if you just use a little bit of algebra and a little bit of trig. So I'll write x, 1 over x squared is x to the minus 2, and I'll write sine x. Well, 1 over sine x turns out to be cosecant x. So I can avoid the quotient rule on both of those. And so now, taking the derivative, this is just my x to the n rule, and I know that the rule is I take the exponent out in front and I reduce the exponent by 1. And cosecant, I know that its derivative is minus cosecant cotangent. And so just to wrap it up, because we don't like to leave negative exponents, this is going to be a negative 3 exponent, so I'll have negative 2 over x to the positive 3. So that's how I get rid of that negative 3 exponent. So there's my derivative of that function. And there's really nothing else to do here. You could combine these fractions by multiplying this by x cubed over x cubed, but nothing's going to simplify any further on this particular one. Here I am asked to find the derivative and simplify. Now this time I do need to use the quotient rule. And so here's the rule. You take the derivative of the top, and I'll write it out, times the bottom. So make sure you know where the derivative stops. So derivative of the top times the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom times the top. And then all of that is all divided by the bottom squared. So now I'll go through there and take those derivatives. Well, it's pretty easy. Derivative of x is 1, derivative negative 1 is 0. So I'm just going to get a 1 from that derivative times x plus 1. Same thing on the second one. I'm just going to get a 1 times x minus 1. And that's divided by x plus 1 squared. And so in the top, clearing out the parentheses, well, 1 times this thing is just going to be this. You've got to be careful in the second one because there is a minus out here in front. So this is going to give me a minus x and a plus 1. And then doing the algebra, don't try to cancel. You got to get this simplified first. And x minus x, those go away. 1 plus 1 is 2 is all I have in the top. So actually nothing does cancel. This is what I'm left with. I mean, things subtract out, but there's nothing now to try to cancel here at the end. So there's my final simplified answer on that one.